Hello everyone, and welcome to Behavior Education at Spirit Keeper Equine Sanctuary. This is Training Tuesday for Tuesday, January 4th, 2022, our first Training Tuesday of the new year. In this episode, you're going to get to see our two coastal carpet pythons, 005 and Ariam. Both of them are coming up on 4 years old this year. Learner number 1 is 005. He's a male coastal carpet python. He came from Rad Reptiles. He's coming up on 4 years old this year. And he had been watching me train other snakes in the room, so he was ready to come out just as soon as I opened the door. All I'm asking both of these coastal carpet pythons to do this evening is shift out of their respective enclosures. And I just want them to drape their body over the shelf level that I'm asking them to shift out onto. So 005 is shifting out onto the second level down. And I just want him to enter one side of the activity station and then drape his body over the level and bring his head down over the edge and out the other side of the activity station. And then I want him to pause at the target and wait a few seconds for me to deliver the reinforcement. And he has obviously done this before. I've had him a while. So here he is. He gets to the target, he pauses, and I deliver reinforcement. And everything just went really smoothly with him. No problems. Now let's move on to Ariam. She's in the second enclosure down on this stack, and you can still see 005 draped out of his enclosure and onto his level. So I ask Ariam to do the exact same thing. I just want her to come out onto her level, which is actually the third level down from the very top. And I want her to drape her body over the flat part of the level, bring her head out the other side of the activity station, approach the target and pause there for a few seconds and wait for me to deliver reinforcement. And she does a great job. We don't have any problems with her doing the behavior. She is not as experienced as 005, but I thought tonight she did equally as well as he did. She's a little bit slower to take the reinforcement, but that's not a big deal. It just means that she's more cautious about striking and making sure that that's food before she does that. I thought it would be fun to give you a bird's eye view of both of the coastals eating on their levels. So both of them are partially out of their enclosures and partially shifted onto this activity stand. They're each on their own level, the level that I asked them to shift out onto, and they're each eating. Now remember, 005 ate just a couple of minutes before Ariam did, so he naturally finishes before she does, and he actually ends up putting himself away. I stepped away to do some other things for a few minutes and came back and found that 005 had finished eating and he had turned around and he was putting himself back home. I didn't have to do anything to prompt this behavior. He just went back into his enclosure on his own. Ariam took a little longer to eat, but she also was fed second. And then Ariam wanted to explore the activity stand, and she did not put herself away. She explored the activity stand for a while, and after about 30 minutes, I got a very small food item, and I shifted her back into her enclosure via targeting.